All right, let's talk about something that comes up consistently, especially right now. If you're deciding between a new build and a resale home in the East Valley, the first thing you need to understand is this. Gilbert is mostly resale. Queen Creek is a mix, but it leans heavily towards new builds. And that one difference changes a lot more than people realize. Pricing, incentives, competition, and even how much patience you're gonna need after you move in. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Amy Lunt, a local realtor who specializes in Gilbert and the surrounding areas, and I spend a lot of time helping people think through these decisions beyond just which house do I like more, because the excitement wears off pretty quickly once real life kicks in. Let's start with new builds, especially in Queen Creek. On the surface, new construction feels like a great deal. Builders are throwing out incentives, rate buydowns, closing cost credit, design center money, free upgrades, and it's easy to look at that and think, why wouldn't I do this? But here's the honest part. Incentives don't always mean the home is cheaper. Most of the time, they're a way for the builder to protect the price without lowering it. They keep those base prices high so the comps stay strong, and then they make the payment look better up front. So the real questions you should be asking are, is this incentive permanent or temporary? What happens when that rate buydown expires? And am I paying for upgrades I wouldn't have chosen if they weren't bundled in? Sometimes incentives are absolutely worth it. Other times they just shift the cost around. Now let's talk about comparisons, because this is where people get tripped up. I hear this all the time, the new build is cheaper per square foot than resale. That doesn't tell the whole story though. New builds often come with smaller lots, no mature trees yet, ongoing construction for years, and HOAs that can be a little stricter during build out. You're buying into something that's still being formed. Resales, especially in Gilbert, usually mean bigger lots in certain areas, mature landscaping, established traffic patterns, and fewer unknowns. You can see exactly what the neighborhood is and isn't. The question really isn't which one is cheaper, it's which set of trade-offs you're more okay living with. Now, Gilbert resale specifically. When you buy a resale in Gilbert, you're paying for finished neighborhoods. Roads are in, schools are established, shopping and dining are already there. That's predictable. The trade-off is you may not get the newest layout or finishes, and you might need to update some things over time. And good resales in Gilbert can be competitive. So resale here isn't always about saving money. It's about stability. Queen Creek is different. In Queen Creek, you're often buying the future. Newer homes, modern layouts, big community amenities, and long-term growth potential. But here's the part people don't always prepare for. That future takes time. You're signing up for years of construction, changing traffic patterns, fewer mature trees for a while, and the development that may not end up looking exactly like the version in your head. If you're patient and flexible, that can be exciting. If construction and detours drive you crazy, it can wear on you fast. One of the biggest mistakes I see buyers make is shopping the monthly payment instead of the whole decision. Builders can make almost any payment work with incentives. That doesn't automatically make it the best move for you. You also have to think about things like, what happens if you need to sell sooner than expected? Will you be competing with brand new builder inventory and incentives? How important is your lot location versus interior upgrades? Because countertops can be changed. Your lot, traffic, noise, and what gets built around you cannot. So here's the bottom line. New builds aren't bad, resales aren't better, but Gilbert and Queen Creek play by different rules. Gilbert is usually about resale, finished neighborhoods, and predictability. Queen Creek is usually about new builds, incentives, and betting on growth. But the better question isn't which house is nicer, it's which decision will I still feel good about once the incentives are gone and this is just my everyday life. So if you're trying to decide between a new build and a resale and Gilbert or Queen Creek and you want to talk through it honestly, just feel free to reach out. And if you like these kinds of real local conversations, follow along or subscribe. And I read all the comments, so if you have questions or if you want me to break down a specific community next, drop it below and I'll cover it.